All right. God morning. God morning. I just went live. I didn't tell anyone. I'm just going live because I have to teach and leave the house at 8:15. So I just came on as soon as Kaisi was done. I got my coffee. I threw my earrings on. I got my lights on. It's pretty nice in here. And I just quickly wanted to come on and pray. So a family that prays together slays together. So I am online, hoping that anyone pops in, and if not, then you catch it on the replay, and that's okay too. So I'm live, and I'm looking for my music. C Hill. Artist. Love it. I'm just seeing if anybody pops in. C Hill. See them. Good morning. My name is Leanne, aka Lola, which is an acronym for Laugh Often and Love Always. And this is my channel, Buddhism Butterfly. I'm your goddess guide to deep inner wisdom and personal love transformation within. I'm a yoga teacher and a Reiki master, as well as a happiness life coach. And in my coaching practice, I use pranayama, which is breath work, yoga and movement. Wow, what was that just went by? Yoga and movement, as well as one-on-one peering, deep inner transformation through Reiki, and also using just different techniques to remove the layers and remove the blocks to love. Thank you for coming to my channel today. A little bit about me. I already said that. I'm also, a little bit about me. I am also, there goes one eyeball. I am also a peer-to-peer counselor or life coach in the Porch Peers, which is a link that appears underneath each of my videos. And as a Porch Peer, it's a digital space for women of color to come to that are going through a transformational period in their life and can't afford traditional mental health care. They come to the porch, they get to be heard and expressed and loved and poured into, and they get different aspects and creative ways to go through their transition and their process, their ascension and their spiritual growth, just simply by being supported, heard, championed, and loved. So the porch is a digital space, soon to be a physical space, and your donations count. Under later on this afternoon, underneath this video or underneath all my old videos, there is an actual link for you to go to, which is for you to donate and to share, which is youcare.com/theporchpeers. The Porch Peers. We have 180 shares so far, which is awesome. The Porch Peers, and that's PERS-1177556. That's Porch Peers. youcaring.com/the-porch peers. Every share can raise a possible $37. So if you could share, we've had some people, hey baby, hey, hey boo, how are you? Robbie has just popped in. If you can share our link on Facebook or on Instagram, or you can go to the youcaring.com/the-porch peers and share that to your personal Facebook. I love you. We would love that. And that is every share can raise $37 towards our $12,800 goal. And we're doing this to get a physical space. So it'd be wonderful if you could share that. I popped in early, Robbie, because I got to go teach yoga today. Sips coffee. I got to teach yoga today. And the lighting is so good in my office this morning. So look, big hair, I don't care kind of day. We'll definitely share. It's going to help so many. Yes, it will. And we appreciate that. We appreciate that. And again, on every one of my videos, Robbie, is the link, except for this one right now. So if you go to the old videos, you can click the link. Even the 47-second video has the link. Click the link, Share the post if you can. We would so appreciate it, and we love you for that. Thank you very much. So I wanted to come in real quick, and I think I'm going to pull a card from the Seeds of Shakti deck, just for our weekend. You're too cute. You're loving the hair. Hey, boo. Thank you. The hair is big. Big hair. I don't care. I love it. So I'm going to quickly pull a card from my Seeds of Shakti deck. We're currently working on a deck for the porch to raise money. So currently I'm working on pulling all the words and all the stuff for our Oracle deck. And that Oracle deck will go on sale to raise money for the $12,800 that we're trying to raise for the physical space that we have. We have 2 physical buildings. We just need to do some renovations and some other things to them. And then we can start hosting ladies in this space. So it's very wonderful. So this is a card for the weekend. Pulling a card, an Oracle card for the weekend. And whoa, and it jumped out of my hand. What? And the card for the weekend is Lotus. For this holiday weekend, this 3-day weekend. Lotus. Raise, unfold, and expand your beautiful soul. Lotus. Raise, unfold, and expand your beautiful soul this weekend, this holiday weekend. It's a beautiful card, Lotus. Wonderful. I'm pulling one card from the Soul Journey deck, because I love this deck. Love this deck, right? Soul Journey deck for the weekend. This Soul Journey deck I use in my dream readings. So I do a process of reading people's dreams. I love dreams. I love to try to lucid dream. I love to try to understand how the soul communicates to us through dreams. So when I do shows, craft shows, and all kinds of events, I offer dream readings. And what that is that if you have a reoccurring dream that you can't quite understand, we ask Spirit, Source, to come forward and give us maybe you could read mine from 2 days ago. Yes, I can. Inbox me. Inbox me. I'll do it for a donation to the porch. So I do this, and we ask Soul Spirit, and I pull cards for us to get clarification on the dream. And then while you're telling me the dream, because we discuss, I'm intuiting what the symbolism in the dream is. So I'm feeling that. Oh, 11:11. Exactly. My stepdaughter's texting me right now. All right. So, pulling a card. Hope she's okay. Hold on. Stepdaughter texting. Lord have mercy. I'm pulling a card from the Soul deck. Where are you, card? We pulled this the other day. Courage for the weekend. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. So have courage this weekend. Wow, your lotus is rising, unfolding, expanding your beautiful soul. Have courage. Beautiful pairing of cards for the weekend. Okay? Have courage. Go out and meet someone new. If someone has asked you to do something or invited you and you always say no, say yes. Have the courage. Have the courage. Okay? Beautiful pull. Beautiful pull. Today I picked a reading from the Science of the Mind 360. And I actually think we need this. And it's from 365 a day, like a B-Day party. Yes. You got invited to a birthday party? If you're invited, you should go. It's a year of daily wisdom from Ernest Holmes. My church is a New Thought Church, which is a Science of the Mind New Thought Church. And you go to the party. And get cute. Make sure you're cute. And you look good in green. Okay? So, get cute and go. Yeah, we're going to read this one. Immutability of the law. This is a little bit foundation stuff. Yes, you look so cute and green. It just matches your whole energy. Green is the heart chakra color too. So that means you're just full of love when you're wearing it. So you're just lovable. Blue is throat chakra, hence me having blue on today. Immutability of the law. There is a power to which all things are possible. The power or law of mind is right where we are, and we use it with every thought we think. To come into the greater possibility of good that is open to each of us, we must use it constructively. This is what we do. This is what we do in giving a spiritual mind treatment, which we call practicing the science of the mind. This is how I pray, spiritual mind treatment. Taking our inspiration from God's spirit dwelling within us, we cause the law to operate for us at this level of consciousness. Spiritual mind treatment is calling the law forward to activate within us in this level of consciousness. It's what Kaisi was talking about today on her live. When Jesus said that we seek the kingdom of heaven first and everything else will be added, he was telling us that when our consciousness lifts itself above confusion and enters, good morning, Mahogany. I'm going to go back. When Jesus said that we should seek the kingdom of heaven first and everything else would be added, he was telling us that when our consciousness lifts itself above confusion and enters the peace of spirit, then our word spoken from this center is acted upon immutably, producing the desired effect. Let me read it one more time. When Jesus said that we should seek the kingdom of heaven first and everything else would be added, he was telling us that our consciousness itself lifts itself above confusion and enters the space of the spirit, then our word spoken from this center is acted upon immutably, producing the desired effect. You know what that says to me? It says that if I bring myself up to the correct energy level, if I bring myself up to the flow, okay? If I seek ye first the kingdom at hand, okay? The kingdom of heaven first, everything will be added unto me. So I go into my inner space, my indwelling space, into that space where God lives. And I bring that beautiful energy. Where was my ping? Oh, I know, I didn't send it. I didn't send it. Sorry, I didn't let anybody know. I just came live. Okay, but if I go in and I bring that energy up, then from there, I can transmute and create. But I have to be in the right space. I have to be in the right space. Yeah, it does mess up sometimes, but I did it even tell you that I went live? Probably not. Anyway. So here it goes. Let's finish this. We are not making the prayer work or using spiritual mind treatment to force things to happen any more than we could be compelling a reflection of our likeness to cast from a mirror when we stand in front of it. Such reflection is automatic. It is certain to look exactly like the image. In just such a manner, our thoughts reflect into creative medium that returns its image. What does that say to you? What does it say to me? If I'm thinking it, I'm going to get it. If I'm energized to it and connected to it, that's what I'm going to put out, because the law has no other way but to give you what you give. Okay? Real talk. So the law has no other way. God can give you only what you think. What you think about, you bring about. So if you have vibrated into a space that's shitty, you're going to get shit. If you've vibrated into a space that is full of angst and grinding and unhappiness, well, guess what you're going to get? Angst, grinding, and unhappiness. But if you vibrate, it said it when Jesus said that you seek the kingdom of heaven first and everything else will be added unto you. He was telling you about your consciousness. You have to go in and raise the consciousness. Yup. Bougie ass energy. You get some booty ass energy for sure. But if you want good energy, you want to raise that consciousness to good energy. And sometimes, like Abraham Hicks says, we get caught in momentum and we can't get out of it. Girlfriend calls you, then you want a thing, then you want a tangent, you talk about this, you gossip about that, then it goes down again. You gotta cut that, because when you get caught on the momentum, you are stuck in the energy. And the only way that you can fix that is to hold on. Okay? Create the positive energy to stir. Yup, exactly. So you have to know that what you're creating, you're bringing. Yikes. Pump the brakes. Yes, pump the brakes. But see, even that, once you're on the tangent, once you've vented past 17 seconds, it's too late. Then your consciousness picks up all the ish you putting out 17 seconds. So I have a rule now with my mom, my sisters. You call me and they're like, I got a vent. And they know they only got 17 seconds. You love my outfit today. Girl, I'm going to teach yoga. Yoga. My yoga pants on. I got my Flash Dance t-shirt on. What'd you say, Robbie? Hold up. Wait a minute. Negative energy? You got to go, boo, right? I like that. 17 seconds. Because then you can tell someone, I'll give you 17 seconds to vent. And I set the timer. Okay? And you can, and my mom knows now. She's like, I got to get it off my chest. I got 17 seconds. And she'll be like, and it's off her chest. And she's like, I feel better. Then we talk about, we go general. We keep it simple, stupid. And we talk about regular things. Okay. Like, oh, the sun is out today. And my mom got a new puppy. So she talks about the puppy, and then she talks about all the things she's going to do, the laundry she has to do. And I'm like, okay, and then if she has to get another 17 seconds to get it out, 17 seconds. And then we go back to general. It's called a rampage of appreciation when you keep it general. You can look them up. Abraham Hicks has thousands and millions in them. A rampage of appreciation. And when you get on that rampage of keeping it general, going general, keeping it simple, you cannot fail. If you can't talk about money because it makes you uncomfortable, don't talk about money. Talk about the weather. Talk about cute outfits. Talk about dogs and puppies. Talk about beautiful flowers. Talk about, exercising. Whatever makes you happy. Talk about beauty products. Talk about making your face up. Talk about doing your hair. Talk about anything else that's not the thing that makes your energy go down. Because we have to seek ye first the kingdom. Right? Because that's what it says in here. Let me finish the reading. Okay, and especially we know that now the mirror is reflecting back to us. You should keep my hair natural. There's no other way for me to ever have my hair. It doesn't go straight. Believing in the immutable law of mind and knowing that I am not contriving, I do now completely abandon myself to the realization that I am one with the living spirit. It said, "Oh, you're so cute" by Diana Ross. Yeah, keeping and mastering your power. It's some very, very powerful information. This immutability of law, I have it all highlighted up, boo. Look at that. All highlighted up because this is powerful stuff. This tells you exactly how to go in and get your mind right and get yourself aligned, the chakras aligned, the spirit aligned, get your reflection good so that you can reflect it back. Okay? So when you put in the glamour on you, you ain't glamoring some bullshit into your existence. Because we could. Because I have in the past. A lot. I don't even want to get it. Because I'm not bringing that energy. Believing in the immutable law of the mind and knowing that I'm not contriving, I do now completely abandon myself to the realization that I am one with living spirit, one with the eternal good, one with the everlasting God. I'm steadfast in my affirmation, letting nothing limit or obstruct its reflection in my experience. There is nothing in me that needs compel my word to operate. Let me say that to you. There's nothing in me that needs compel my words to operate, nor is there anything in me that can hinder its operation. So all this stuff that we talk about, I want to do this, but I'm afraid to succeed and I'm afraid to fail. I'm afraid of fraud. There's nothing in you that can hinder, nothing in you that can hinder your need to operate, your will to operate, your word to operate. Nothing can hinder that. There's nothing in me that can compel my word to operate, nor is there anything in me that can hinder its operation. Okay? Yep, nothing in me that can hinder me. That's right. Standing still, operating from divine center of my own consciousness, I announce the truth, and the truth makes me free. I announce the truth, and the truth makes me free. I receive this. I do. I receive it. I announce the truth, and the truth makes me free. And the truth is the truth about you. That is the truth. The truth is that you're divine. The truth is that you're perfect. The truth is that you're whole. The truth is that you're complete. Nothing's wrong with you. Even if you don't fit into some kind of weird, whatever the world believes, that's bullshit. It doesn't really matter. That's not the truth. The truth is your truth. The truth is going in and seeking ye first the kingdom, connecting with it, and knowing that it is your divine birthright to be abundant, to be joyful, to be in love, to be loved, to be have a boo, to have a perfect body, to have perfect health, to have perfect wealth, to have perfection in everything that you want. There's nothing else but perfection in you. That is your divine truth. The rest of it is the ego sending that program. And sometimes they're running in the back. And see, my hair is really big. Sometimes these programs are running behind my hair and I can't see them or hear them until they do me some disservice, until they pop up. And then I have resistance. And then I'm like, oh, a program. Okay? This program is running that I'm not worthy. I'm not worth it. I'm not, God doesn't love me because my hair is not straight, or I'm too dark, or I'm too light, or I'm not thick enough. I'm not thin enough. I'm not tall enough. I'm not smart enough. And this program will show itself. Guess what? The more that you bring those programs to the light, when you bring them to the light, that darkness time is numbered because it's now in the light. And when you see it for a non-truth, when you see that inside of you as non-truth, you're set free from it. You're set free. Like the truth that God, everybody thinks God doesn't love them. And they're the only one that God doesn't love. And that's why they go through all the shit that they go through. That's a non-truth. That's not true. Yep, rebooted and cleansed. Yep, there it is. Come on, Robbie, bring it in. That's a clap offering. That's a clap offering. That's true. Okay. Rebooted and cleansed. Bring it to the light. Its days are numbered, and it will keep coming, cycling back up so that you can work out the programming, so you can pull it out from the root. It'll keep coming back up. I still have resistance to taking things and hearing things. Yep. Starts with acknowledgement. Exactly. And then once acknowledgement, once you acknowledge that shit's not real, you know, that it's not real, you'll be like, well, that's not true about me. And once you start to have this conversation with the ego, as it tries to show you how, you're like, no, that doesn't resonate with me. I think you're lying. Then the ego has to run away and try to find something else. It has to go back into it's in your suitcases that you packed up, pulling things out. It's like, how about this one? Nope, that doesn't work. How about this one? Oh no, that one doesn't fit me anymore. It's trying to find the thing that'll really fuck with you. Okay. And it's in all the suitcases pulling shit out. Oh, how about this? Nope, not that, not me. Sorry, I've already dealt with that. And you're unpacking my suitcases, and I folded that shit up really nice. You know what I'm saying? Most of it I donated. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I look to the light. It starts to pulsate and brings, yeah. And it starts to pulsate and the bad feelings diminish. Exactly. But it's so true. And if you visualize your ego as yourself running around trying to pull things out of a closet that you like, and you like, nah, girl, nah. Oh, well, nope, not that one either. Actually, I love that one. Put it inside. You know, and the ego's gonna get mad, like, oh, I can't bring up your dad. Your dad doesn't bother you? Nah, not today, because I'm sending him love. You know, and not today. And I use my dad because I have daddy issues. You know, they'll surface up. He'll surface up, and then I go, oh, my inner child is missing her father, or the ideal of her father, because it's not her father. It's the ideal of a father. And then I sit with her. I sit with her in meditation. I sit with her in love. And then we process. And then I give her the love she needs, and we talk about it. And then it's done. But Now my ego can't pull out the, and here's your dad. I'm like, oh yeah, let me hug him. You know, not today. No way. Nah. I'm healing from being accepted issues, which I'm overcoming it. Yeah, but the acceptance starts with us and accepting everything about us that we love and everything that we hate. And not giving a fuck what other people think about us. Hello? Let me say it again. Not giving a fuck what other people think. That's the biggest thing. And releasing the expectations of how we think people are supposed to treat us. So it's a process of, I love everything about me. All of it. The shitty stuff, the crappy stuff, the shit that I wouldn't whisper to you in the train, the stuff that I probably would never write in a tell-all book, which would sell millions of copies if I really wrote it down. You know, if I wrote it, it would really be a big hit because it would be a novella, it would be a movie, it would be a Friday night series on Channel 3. You know, when they had like 6-part series, it would be one of them. It would be a Lifetime channel award-winning movie if I really wrote it down. Okay. But I love all of that. All of it. Every juicy, dirty, nasty, crappy, beautiful, wonderful, amazing thing about me. No part of the soul left behind. It's really important that you know that. Because see, in traditional Christianity, they want you to forget and leave that space. Oh, cast ye behind me. That's so. No, that's beautiful in its concept. But see, she's still back there, you know, talking to me. And it's right. And she made me stronger. And while I was going through the shit, okay, and doing the shit that I was not supposed to do, she was there and she made me stronger. Okay? Try not to be oversensitive. Part being an empath. Yeah, and not being oversensitive to it. And loving yourself and all of that. The empathy, the empath self, all of it. You know, and I can't leave any part of my soul left behind. I was meditating and God came to me and said, you are not, no one is broken. Because, you know, Christian, in my Pentecostal, I was broken and now I'm put together, like, you know, and God said, no one's broken. You're like a bone that has fractured. It's shards, but it needs to be mended back together. And this was what I seen in the meditation. He said that every piece needs to come back to make you whole. You want wholeness, you can't leave them behind. Because I was trying to pluck out all the bad shit about me and like put it in a suitcase. So the ego had a really big thing, a big room full of shit that it could pull out and be like, oh, remember when you didn't have a place to live? Okay, remember when the kids needed something? Blah, blah, blah. Remember, yeah. Yeah, church makes you think you're broken, but you're not. Well, some churches. I'm not going to say all, because my church now doesn't make me think that. It makes me think that I can seek ye first, the kingdom, and that I can engage my consciousness into a higher level, and that from there I can create, and I can reflect what I want to get back tenfold. That's what my new church teaches. And it teaches that we should live the way of Christ consciousness, meaning we should live and walk and move and have our being in the way that Jesus did, with love and with understanding and with purpose. Very different teachings. I announce the truth, and the truth makes me free. So, open thou mine eyes, that I may behold wondrous things out of thy law. Psalms 119:18. Open thou mine eyes, and I may behold wondrous things out of thy law. That, you need a church like that. Around rather looking down and up. Well, you know, you need to look and see if there's a New Thought Science of the Mind church in your area. There's many of them in New York. They're in the East Coast, the West Coast. There's some in Cali. They're all over. And that might be exactly your calling. And they have a large LGBT community within them. So it's not like you wouldn't be accepted if you are LGBT. Okay. Now, you might not be. But they have a beautiful, loving community that closed-minded. I'm going to tell you there might be a Science of the Mind church there, even though you think so. So check it out, Robbie. You might be surprised. You can also go to a Unitarian church because they're open as well. But Unitarian, it's a little different than Science of the Mind. But Unitarian churches are all over the place. So, the Unitarian church in my area has pagan rituals at it. So, Connecticut is the same. Cincinnati is the same. Mahogany, can you please look? Because I bet you there's a New Thought church there, a Science of the Mind New Thought church. I bet you. We're all what you guys are saying, because they like to go into the cracks and crevices to find the people, so to speak. I love it. So this immutability of the law, when Jesus said that we should seek the kingdom of heaven first and everything will be added, he was telling us that when our consciousness lifts itself above confusion and enters the peace of the spirit, then our word spoken from the center is acted upon immutably, producing the desired effect. So that means when you transition high in the consciousness and peace, and you know that you know that you know, the thing that you desire happens immediately. You're not trying to force it. You're not contriving. You're not trying to create. You're not forcing and willing. You're not pushing it. You're just in it. You're energetically connected to it, and therefore it comes forward. That's it. This is a beautiful read for today. Thank you, guys. Remember that there is nothing in me that needs compel my word to operate. There's nothing in you that need compel your word to operate. Nor is there anything in me that can hinder its operation, and there ain't shit blocking it from happening. Unless we allow ego to take all the shit out of the suitcases and start unfolding it and saying, this is here, this is here, this is here, this is here. Oh, what about this one? Is this... You feel guilty? You feel guilty? You feel guilty? You feel shame? How about this? You feel shame? You feel guilty? You feel less than? You feel unworthy? How about this one? And you can say, not so much, because I've taken all that with me, mended it back together, and I left no part of my soul behind. So leave no part of your soul behind today. Remember that. You guys, let's pray real quick, because I got to go teach class. Can't do this or that because you're not ordained. I don't need to be ordained to help one heal. Greater is he that is in me, that is he in the world. Exactly. And guess what, Robbie? There's an online process that you can become ordained. My church. I'll share it to you in Facebook so you can have the link. There's 2 processes, and the teachings are amazing. I'm trying to tell you, amazing. Because currently, I'm on the online process to become a minister, an ordained minister. However, it could take up to 5 years. And for me, it's taking that long. My whole class that I started with is already, it's 2 years if you do it straight, 5 if you do part-time. My whole class is already a year and a half in. So they're going to be done before me. But I'm going to let it go. You're 2 hours from Chicago. Look at that. Hey, Dawn, we're about to pray. You're going to have to watch the replay over and over again. Good, and we're going to have a short video. So plant the feet flat on the ground and close the eyes. Spine is nice and erect and upright. And we're placing our hands palms facing up for receptivity. Closing the eyes, I'm going to remove my glasses. And we're going to inhale and exhale with the sound of ah. Inhale. Just allowing ourselves these moments to calm down and to feel the body. Allowing ourselves the moment to go into our secret garden and collect all the aspects of our soul that we left behind. Collect the 14-year-old self you and the 15-year-old self you and the 16 and 17-year-old self you and the 10-year-old self you. Collect all of them. Bring them all into the secret garden. The 20-something, the teen-something, the 30-something you. Collecting all the bits and pieces of your soul. that you thought you had to leave behind because something was wrong with them. Bringing them all into the secret garden, into the space within the heart. Sitting them down, grabbing hands with them, bringing them into this prayer. Seek ye first the kingdom at hand. And allow us all to transcend and go upwards into consciousness. Connecting with God and knowing that God is absolute and ever-present and unlimited in any aspect that we call forth, and that we are absolute and unlimited in any presence that we are called forth in, and knowing that we are connected and that we are one with God, knowing that God is within us and God is with us and God is for us, and that we move and have our being in the very essence of that which is unlimited. And seeking a reflection back of the perfection within us. And knowing that our words, there's no compel needed in the words, just the words coming forward is all we need. There's nothing contriving or pushing against or raging against. There's just love. And as we transcend and bring all the aspects of our soul right to the gates of heaven, right into heaven, where we can ask the question and we can get what we want immutably right now, without fear, without condemnation, without just any angst, without anything being blocked or in the way. We get exactly what we need right now. We call this our divine birthright. And we know this to be true about you and me because we are divine children of God. We are his babies, each and every one of us. We are part of the macro and the micro, the absolute and the absolute, the I am and the I am. And we are the I know that I know that I know. And today we work in knowing. Today we work in seeing before, believing before we see. Believing before we see. Today we work on ignoring the condition because it's not real. And the right now that we stand in is not who we are, but who we were. When we keyed in, we were something and were in a space and were in a state. And that is what we live right now. But right now we are somewhere else. Perfection. Asking this great, beautiful blessing to come forward in perfection. Divine perfection. Divine right now. Divine here and now. And not this now, but this now, and this now, and this now, and this now. And as we stand this beautiful space of heaven within, with all the aspects of our soul gathered round, we know that we are being heard, we are being mended, and we are being seen, and the reflection is perfection. The reflection is perfection. The reflection is just perfection. We are getting that back, magnified infinity. And I plant the seed of each and every one of our growth, determination, our willingness, our surrender, our joy. I'm so thankful that God has heard us. I'm so thankful and joyful that God has become present and has heard us. I'm so thankful that Jesus has stepped forward in this knowing. I'm so thankful that your goddess has stepped forward. I'm so thankful that Pranayama has stepped forward, that Gaia has stepped forward, that all of the deities and all of the divinities and all the ancient and ascended masters have stepped forward, and all the elementals and everyone has stepped forward to sing and dance and praise with us, knowing that we are perfection and that we would desire, that what we desire is ours immutably, right here and right now, ours. Right here, right now, ours. We plant the seed of knowing that we rock into law, into the immutable law, the fertile law of absolute, where it is made manifest. And so it is. Amen. Ashe. Hotep. Blessed be. And a big inhale and exhale with the sound of a inhale. And lowering the gaze. And slowly opening the eyes and bringing yourself back into this awareness and back to the space-time continuum. And a big stretch and yawn, arms up overhead, like a baby just waking up from a nap. Oh. Oh. And a big inhale. I love you all. Thank you so much for showing up. I got 4 million people watching me, 4 million likes, and you know what I'm saying, baby? I'm rocking it. This is your girl, Leanne, aka Lola. Hey, Mr. Guys, watch the replay. Watch the replay. This is your girl, Lola, aka Leanne. Thank you for stopping by. Buddhas and Butterflies. Like, comment, subscribe, and share me with a friend. You know I'm shareable. You know I'm shareable. Okay? Love is eternal, and I love you all eternally. Figure eights. Figure eights. Boom.